Hello, everybody. So I've been looking a lot lately at the zest that we have for life and for living. And one thing that I've been noticing dynamically with myself is that I have a lot of zest. And zest is enthusiasm, a lot of energy, a tremendous amount of interest and drive. I seem to put a lot of that into future creations, though. So when I look at where I'm most enthusiastic when I'm creating my life and my living, a lot of it is in the future possibilities, future business ventures, projects that I'm working on now that are going to be more live and big in the future. And I've been looking a lot at what it is to actually bring that energy now to the present. One thing I've noticed in myself, and then also a lot of the clients that I work with, is this kind of thing that we do where we always are in the future. Now, if you're a dreamer, if you're a seeker, and you tend to have a lot of creative energy, a lot of really cool ideas, but they always seem to be outside of reach. Someday in the future, even if you're acting on them now, you may notice the same phenomenon. A lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of really cool things coming down the pike, but what about the now? And this popped up yesterday when I was processing some stuff with a friend of mine. I was talking to her about this, and she asked me what would change if I actually honored the now. And that shot fireworks off all around me. That zest that I have for living is something that is very authentic for me. It's very innate. But it's interesting to see where I compartmentalize it or put it more into the future. Well, if I'm not honoring the now and having that zest for living, that flavorful living right now in the present, it's harder to include my body in the creations. It's more difficult to have a quality of life day to day that I would actually enjoy. It seems to be a roadblock that I put in place for myself. That's changing now. And I invite you to start looking at this topic, where you may be putting things into the future, and what would change if you started to honor the now and aliven and awaken your zest for living right now and into the future, and see what that would change. I have a special call coming up tomorrow, which is August the 30th at 1 p.m. Pacific, called Awakening Your Zest. We're going to be looking a lot at just what adds flavor back to your living. Coming out of the boredom, coming more into creation, and I really want to play with this topic in particular, not just being a dreamer about the future, but creating a life, the right now, that actually enlivens you. I hope you join me.